I'm here at Broadrun Park in part of the Louisville, Kentucky park system. Beautiful day today. Unseasonably cool for this time of year. It's about 45 degrees and it's the end of May. So that's amazing. This morning we'll be walking the Woodlawn Garden Trail, which is a very, very beautiful, well-maintained area here. So let's get going and see what's going on today. Some pretty plant life that we'll be seeing along the way. As I said, this is a very well-maintained garden path. As we begin the trail from the main parking system, there's a nice little type of a little amphitheater out here where people can sit. Sometimes they can show movies or put on shows in the warm evenings. And I imagine it can be rented out too, although I never checked it out. Because there's a little area in the back with bathrooms and even cooking facilities. Mr. Rabbit over there. I know he's sorry he came over here early. It's chilly. Look at these here. Nice little field of flowers and various weeds. I don't know. I'm not a botany buff, but it's very pretty. Okay. What's neat about this little trail is there's lots of little hidden enclaves with lots of little resting areas if you want a little bit of privacy. This is quite nice here for a bunch of folks. A little bit of information here. This is what the trail here looks like. Free maps. So part of this is quite nice if you have a friend or loved one who is disabled. It's very easy to access by means of a wheelchair. But as you'll see, we get up a little bit farther and it's not good for a wheelchair or disabled. On this trail, it sort of goes uphill and then turns around and you go back home downhill. So I always choose going uphill first and I can enjoy the easy walk back. So now we're approaching the entrance to the actual garden trail. So here it gets a wee bit more rugged, if you want to call it that. you're a nature boy or a nature girl, this is for you. Very pretty. And what's nice is we find beautiful rest areas along the way. In case you get a little bit tired, you want to sit down, have some coffee if you have brought any. Into the woods, into the woods. See, this is a little picnic area that over here. It's quite nice, little tables. And so the way that this trail is laid out is there's different paths. You can go one way out, and I'm going to use that path, and then you can use the other way coming back in this way. So it's quite nice. I don't think anyone's been here. I'm feeling some spider webs on my face from between the trees. I always thought that'd be a neat stealth camping place if you're the Steve Wallace type. When I come here and camp, but you really are supposed to be out of this park by nightfall. Difficult path ahead. Yeah, I call these the lily pads. There used to be a fun house I used to go in, had a thing like this. Which route should I take? Haha. Yeah, nicely this is made. Very artistic, very well maintained. I suppose sometimes when we have heavy rains, there's lots of water under here, so you really don't want to fall off then. There we go. That was lots of fun. Few people out here. Thought that was a morning dove at first, but nope, it's a morning person. And again, you have some options while you're walking this. If you want to turn back and go back, you can veer off here and go back, or you can continue on. So, Excelsior! Another rest area coming up right here. Isn't that neat the way they made it around the trees like that? Very cool, I think. A couple of Adirondack chairs if that's your thing. And nice little overlook. You can see what's going on out there. There's people living down there. And if you look real close, you can see the bed of the creek or river, whatever they want to call it, that flows along this area. I forget the name of it. My fingers are actually getting cold. That's unheard of normally here in Louisville this time of year, end of May. It's so hot I would have been sweating by now. Another little turn off here. I love these things. Can't resist when I see one of these. Wish my wife was with me though, that'd be even better. But this is nice. Very peaceful out here this morning. I think I need my sunglasses. We got some nice sunshine at least. Warm one up a little bit. The Red Bud Rondel, dedicated by Anne and Stuart Cobb Merlot. I guess the red buds ain't out yet. They're stacking the stuff up here. I guess they have plans on using them to make something. They're always improving on this place. Whenever I come back, I see them putting something new in. It's an uphill climb. And it is too. Whew. They know where to put these benches. So we've actually reached the end of the Woodland Garden Trail. For me, it's the halfway point though, because as I mentioned, I'll be turning back, going back to my car. Just wanted to show you this lookout area. It's quite nice. Beautiful power lines, huh? sunny. I wanted to note too that the smooth part of this trail goes on for miles across Louisville, so it's excellent for biking. Bicycling, that is. You don't want motorcycles in here. This overlook is very neat. Video doesn't do it justice, but it's very nice. As mentioned, this part of the trail goes on and on. Good for disabled, bicycles, and over there you can see you can park here if you wish and just take it from here, or you can start this trail going downhill. If you look over there, if I'm not wrong, there's a little area where the firemen practice. They have a little fake building over there, and they do things. I never saw them doing it, but I'm sure that's what that is. Yep, about face. We'll turn around and go back. Big Vista Overlook. Hasta la vista, Big Vista. That's pretty, aren't they? Me and my shadow strolling down the avenue. Back on the Woodland Garden Trail. It's a downhill climb. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Let's see what we got here. For their safety, supervise children at all times. Watch your step. Walking surfaces are uneven. Stay on the pathways. Do not disturb or step on any plants. No climbing trees or rocks. No wading in water. No bikes. Not on this part. Skates or skateboards. No dogs. Oh, I guess you can bring your cat if you feel like it. Enjoy the garden. Yep. It's a lot easier going the other way, downhill. There's the rondel. Okay. Here's where we came in. I'll take this lower path now. The Polly Williams Twin Leaf Ridge Garden. Okay. Let's have something to do with the plant life here. Twin leaves. Or maybe the path. I don't know. Is that a bullfrog? Or a guy with a low voice up there? I don't know. Coming up, the path veers off. If you want to be in a little peaceful place off the trail, goes nowhere. We're on the road to nowhere. I'll show you a really cool bench coming up. You're gonna like it. It's one of my favorite parts of the park. And there's like a little gully there. I don't know if they call it a river or a creek down there. You can see it. And we're gonna be going over this beautiful bridge you can see in the foreground. Or the background. Let's go. Really don't think they needed to build this bridge. They could have just had the path travel down and up again, but I think they made it for aesthetic reasons. And I think they made a good choice. Heavy rain, you'll see a little bit of waterfall down there too. That's very nice. It'll be flowing down this way. Stairs? Why did they put stairs here? And seats too, okay. Taking the low road. Doo-doo-doo. So if you had wanted to cut off early on the way up, this path would have brought you back, so you could cut this walk in half if you just want to. It smells good out here. Whatever I can smell with my stuffy nose. Coming up is that cool looking bench I was telling you about. Isn't that nice? Look at that, it's a work of art. A loving memory of Lisa Tapp, the world's best mom. Gigi and friend were up on 2 wheels. And of course, as I said, when I see a nice seat, I can't resist. Doo-doo. What's cool about this too, it's got a natural footrest. See that? It's a nice place to sit for a little reflection. Reflect, reflect, reflect. Off we go. Heard a woodpecker out here just a minute ago over by that bench. Guess he found what he was looking for. Yeah, they had that big one here that forget it. I don't even know how to pronounce it. Pellegrine or Peg or something. It starts with a P. That really big woodpecker. They're in these parts. You probably know the name of it. You know what? I guess I haven't been here for a while because I thought I reached the dead end, but I did not. Hidden in the brush is the rest of the path. Oh, this is new over here. Wasn't here last time. Very artistic. These things will probably still be here in 100, 200 years. The garden parlor. Making something over here. It's neat. I don't know what it's going to be. The time tunnel. Thank you for visiting Moss Gibbs Woodland Garden. It is a living and ever-changing landscape. We hope you return to see the garden as it changes. As it changes at different times of the day, throughout the seasons of the year, and as it matures and evolves. And I will be back. This is one of my favorite places. That thing I showed you earlier. Coming in here. It's neat how they got around the rocks there. It might be a little tricky to find your way around here. There we go. Remember those when we came in? Well, I certainly hope you enjoyed walking with me today. This is Broadrun Park, Louisville, Kentucky, and it's off of Bardstown Road. If you're interested, it'd be worth the trip.